does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
I want to address Fly Guy, because Fly Guy did one. He said regarding to climate change, what are some African countries doing to address it? They're doing renewable energy. You got some African countries doing renewable energy. I know in South Africa they're doing solar panels. But here's the thing with climate change: some of the things that has happened with climate change right now can't be reversed. Even if we were to stop greenhouse emissions right now, it would still keep going because humans, particularly wealthy nations, continue to use fossil fuels, and you keep reaching these climate tipping points. And as these climate tipping points keep getting breached, it's why it's called a singularity, the point of no return. So even if we were to stop right now, the planet is going to continue to heat up. That's why we say investing in renewable energy, focusing on moving people from the coastline and start getting them in places that are less prone to flooding, or designing infrastructure that's meant to withstand stronger hurricanes. We're telling you that now because some of it can't be reversed. And if you have this mindset of not changing or not preparing for that, then, like Holip said about the Dutch system, you pay millions of dollars for that system, but you pay 120 billion, sometimes 200 billion, because a hurricane destroys all of the territory.
So the next, go ahead.
I wish that we had the ability to be proactive.
Thank
I
you.
wish we had that.
But I get so tired of this like you said, this reactionary mindset. Notice how Africans were never the first group to do anything. Notice it, right? In the movie theaters, right? They're doing movie theaters now with beds in them. Movie theaters with dine-ins. In Africa, can you even find a movie theater? Like, how many movie theaters are there? And how many of them are designed that way? For example, Africa, we're the last continent to ever host the Olympic Games. We've never hosted the Olympic Games. Every other continent has hosted the Olympic Games but Africa. Africa's the last continent to not have a country with $1 trillion. When Nigeria hits $1 trillion, or Egypt, or South Africa, Africa will be the last continent to have a country with $1 trillion. Every other continent has a country at least $1 trillion. We are the last country. We are the last continent with the least amount of millionaires. Every other continent has at least 300,000 millionaires. The entire India alone has 300,000 millionaires. And India has the same population, a little bit less than the continent of Africa. And yet Africa only has about 140,000 millionaires. It's a joke.
I just thought of something, and I'm wondering, are there any sisters listening to this live stream, or any sisters in the chat room? Because as you were talking, I was thinking about something. You'll tell me what you think about this. You always hear sisters say that the things that they've had to do because there haven't been men in their lives that can do those things for them. So they had to take on those roles themselves, and they get tired. They say, like, I'm the breadwinner, but I don't fucking want to be. I wish that I can hand off this responsibility to a man who was stepping up to the plate and taking care of business like a man should.
Or at least they were trying, but they're not even trying at all.
But you hear the women saying that, right?
That black men are not even attempting. They're not even trying.
I want you to think about that and think about the conversation that we're having right now. Here we are working class people and students trying to map out a socio-economic and political blueprint for our people because our leadership is non-existent.
Mm.
Aren't we just like those women?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, if we had competent fucking people, and I love what I stole that thing that you said, Jabari, because it was so fucking profound. The difference between confidence and competence. If we had competent people in charge of our culture, maybe we could take some breaks. Maybe Jabari wouldn't be beat the fuck up. Maybe people wouldn't be so stressed out. I can hear it in his voice. I can hear it in Yamoja's voice. I hear it in the BAIO member's voice. Stressed out because we got to provide food, clothing, and shelter for ourselves and our family, and then try to map out some fucking blueprint for the nation with no leadership to be found. There's no intelligentsia in our community. Nobody's talking about nationhood except us. So, like I said, the sheep are trying to herd themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And to
And the
speak to
shepherd
that,
is fucking the sheep, or the shepherd's drunk somewhere in a shack.
and speaking of that, to the average black person,
Oh,
or to anybody who's just watching, imagine having to, like I said, I'm a major in civil engineering with a minor in physics. Yet I have to study all the economic systems. I have to study AI, even though I'm not in comp sci. I got to study all of that. Got to study artificial intelligence, narrow, general, super intelligence. I literally have PDFs that are 500 to 1,000 pages, and I got like 100 of them, and like each of them, each folder has about 100. My Back to Africa folder literally has about 500 documents that I have, and some of these documents have 300 pages that I got to sit and read so that I can map out everything. So when I tell people how this is going to be done, I'm telling people where I want things to be put.
mm.
I don't want to cut you off, Jabari. I just wanted to say something because imagine, let's just use the BAIO as an example. Imagine what we would be like as an organization if we had uh, three, like I'll say five people dedicated to the IT department, five people dedicated to um, the clerical and administrative department, five people dedicated to legal law, five people dedicated to marketing and promotions, five people dedicated to social media. Wouldn't it put a lot of stress off of the few people that's trying to run all over the place and being a jack of all trades?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it make life easier if we had people bring their skills into the group and just participate so that it would alleviate some of the pressure off of everybody else?
Hell yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
You can't compare to the status right here. Legendary worldwide, we can battle right here. Listen, Junior, I'ma tear back your win. This ain't TV, but I'll show you what a fear factor is. Stop grilling me, and all that fronting is killing me. You leave me no choice but to hurt your feelings, G. About to slap rappers around the